Hi, I'm Kristen Johnson, and I'm the founder and director of Little Hands of Hope. Little Hands of Hope is a nonprofit 501c3 tax-exempt organization with a mission to bring hope starting with a full belly. We feed over 350 kids every day in Masaka, Uganda. Many of these children are orphans that we feed, and their parents have died due to civil war and AIDS. Many of these children live alone out on the streets, and they face many threats like hunger and disease and starvation. They eat what they can from garbage dumps and sleep under verandas and porches and wherever they can find a shelter. When I went to Uganda in October of 2013, I saw the needs of these children, and the needs were great. And for this particular area, there was nobody to take care of these 350 kids. So Little Hands of Hope was formed to take care of these ones that no one else was taking care of. We feed them every night, and when they come for their meal, they have these cups. They're blue cups, and they say Cup of Hope on them. And that's really where hope begins for our children. They feel like nobody loves them, like they don't belong anywhere, that they are forgotten about, that God has abandoned them. And when we feed them, their bellies get full, but their hearts begin to feel hope because they begin to realize that somebody really does love them and that God has not abandoned them. But in order to continue our work, we're constantly in need of funds to be able to keep on feeding these kids and taking care of their medical needs. So we're launching a campaign called Cup of Hope. Now, if you're like me and you're a coffee lover, you probably have a cabinet full of coffee mugs, cabinets dedicated just to coffee mugs. I have more than one cabinet dedicated to coffee mugs because if I don't drink coffee, my family doesn't survive. So, my little girl and I, we chose a cup and we filled it with a little bit of change so far. We have some pennies in there, a couple quarters, a nickel, and a couple dimes, I think. And what we do is when we go out to buy milk or we find spare change hanging around the house, we put our spare change in the cup, and when it's full, we bring it to the bank, we write a check, and we send it as a donation to Little Hands of Hope. And that's what we're hoping that you will do. Choose a special cup that you love to drink coffee out of that will remind you of the need of the children, and fill it up with your spare change and make that a donation for Little Hands. When I was there, I realized that even every penny counts. These kids have nobody, and for so many of them, the only food and medical care that they get is what we provide for them. You know, when I went to Uganda back in October of 2013, I really did see how even one penny can change these children's lives. Many of them just feel forgotten about and abandoned and hated by so many, and they feel like God has just forgotten about them. But every evening, when we feed them their cup of hope, they begin to realize that someone really does love and care for them, and they begin to realize that God has not abandoned them, that God has not forgotten about them. And this is so important for their hearts to feel this kind of hope and love. So we invite you to come and join us. Come and join us, bring hope to these kids, and join us in our campaign of our Cup of Hope. For more information about Little Hands of Hope, you can visit our website at littlehandsofhope.webs.com.